is 34 News Update with Juliana Sams and Eileen Cole with the news, Jenna Natal with arts and entertainment, and Rocco Aloe with sports. And now from Studio B at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, here is Juliana Sams and Eileen Cole.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of 34 News Update. I'm Julie Sams.
And I'm Eileen Cole. In Chicago, Australian twins and marijuana were debated for the gateway theory that pot can lead to harder drugs. 311 sets of identical twins, in which only one of the twins had smoked marijuana before the age of 17, were tested. Early marijuana smokers were found to be up to 5 times more likely than their twins to move on to harder drugs. The study appears today that a person's surrounding atmosphere has little to do with the choice of marijuana use.
On Friday, January 24th, and this past Friday, January 31st, upperclassmen in DECA went to the middle schools for DECA's Day of Decisions. DECA members spoke to the 8th graders about different aspects of high school, like teen relationships, drinking, and drugs. Let's go on location to find out more on this story.
Hi, this is Brian coming again on location with 2 members of DECA, Steve Petruca and Angela Minia. So Steve, what exactly is DECA Days of Decisions?
Well, Brian, basically DECA Days of Decisions is when we take 2 days to go to high school. We went to Terrell the 24th, and we'll be going to Park the 31st, and we educate the kids on situations that may come up in the high school, such as alcohol problems, drug problems, and sex situations where they may be put in sticky situations.
That sounds very cool, Steve. Would you say that DECA's Day of Decisions is a success?
Yeah, I felt the kids, so far at Terrell, they were very receptive to what we were saying, and they seemed to get the idea of what we were trying to convey to them. So I feel it was a success.
Well, I hope it is a success. And this is Brian Kopnicki, back to studio.
High schools must give students' addresses and phone numbers to military recruiters. The No Child Left Behind Act targeted billions of dollars toward efforts to improve student achievements. The recruitment requires schools to release the student data and give recruiters more access to schools. Students can refuse disclosure, but some liberal groups saw the law infringes on students' privacy rights.
As the first semester comes to a close, winners of the second semester parking lot lottery will have the opportunity to park in the senior parking lot. Congratulations to those that won. 34 News Update had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Braun about the lottery. Let's go on location with Rocco Aloe to find out what Mr. Braun had to say.
Hi, this is Rocco Aloe reporting on location for 34 News, and I'm here with Mr. Braun concerning the parking lot lottery. So, Mr. Braun, how many winners will be determined when the lottery takes place?
It should be between 20 and 30. We haven't figured out. We have some student teachers coming in this semester.
Okay, and when will it take place?
All of students' applications need to be in by January 28th in Mr. Upperman's office at 3 o'clock, and winners will be notified by the 30th of January.
Okay, and do you have any idea when the rest of the parking lot will be opened up following the completion of the construction?
The construction should be finished sometime in March, although it is being pushed back a little bit because of weather, we think. So as soon as that's finished and cleaned up, we're looking for April.
Okay. And finally, the students get to keep the passes until the end of the year, correct?
For this lottery, yes, it'll be a second semester lottery.
Okay. All right, thanks a lot. This has been Rocco Aloe. Now back to the studio.
Now let's go to Annie Weber, filling in for Jenna Natal for arts and entertainment.
Thanks, Julie.
Absent-minded, first grade.
Last Friday, the Battle of the Bands took place here at the high school. The results are as follows. First place, Absent Minded. Second place, Ibex. And third place, Crystal Noose. Now let's go to a clip of Absent Minded, the winning bands. This week, Nick Bruno checked out It's a Guy Thing. Let's see what he has to say about this film in the Critics' Corner.
Nick Bruno with Critics Corner, and this week I reviewed the movie A Guy Thing. This movie stars Julia Stiles and Jason Lee. It's a story about a guy who's about to get married, and after his bachelor party, he wakes up next to a strange woman who he assumes he slept with. He then finds out shortly after that she is his fiance's cousin. The entire story is about him trying to hide the fact that he slept with his fiance's cousin, or so he thinks he slept with his fiance's cousin. There's a pretty good twist at the ending. There's a lot of funny parts in this movie, and it's a great comedy. It also has Julia Stiles, who's a very good actress. She's been pretty much good in every single movie she's acted in. Overall, I give this movie a B+ because it's a pretty funny movie. It's not A-worthy, though, because there's no real plot twist. There's no real great scenes in the movie. But overall, it was pretty good, and I suggest going to go see it. This has been Nick Bruno, and that's all for Critics Corner.
Let's go to the weekend preview with Nicole and Kate.
Hi, this is Kate Ilyasheva.
And Nicole Diaria.
And this is your weekend preview. This weekend, you could check out a wrestling match at 7 o'clock on Friday against Union, which is home. And on Saturday at 1 o'clock, there's a boys basketball game against Columbia, which is also home. Here are some movies that you can check out.
Out in movie theaters this weekend is It's a Guy Thing with Julia Stiles and Just Married with Brittany Murphy. And if you want to go check out a movie and bring it home, you can check out Master of Disguise. And that's it for weekend preview, and now back to the studio.
Let's go to Rocco with sports.
Thanks, Eileen. The girls' basketball team is on a real hot streak. The squad is undefeated and has now won 15 games in a row. For more on the team's continuing success, let's go on location.
Hi, this is Kate Ilyasheva reporting for 34 News, and I'm here with a member of the girls' varsity basketball team, Hillary Klimowitz. So, Hillary, what team has challenged your team so far the most?
I think that Irvington challenged us the most because we underrated them and we weren't as ready to play them. We didn't think that they were going to give us such a good game as they did, but they did a very good job on us.
Well, and who do you think is the most valuable player so far?
I don't really think that there is a most valuable player. I think just the team in itself is doing really well this year, because if someone's having a bad game, someone else steps up, and I think that's really important to having a good team.
That's good thinking. And do you have any upcoming games or what's going on later?
We have Shabazz again at Shabazz next Tuesday, February 4th, that is, and trying to get ready for that.
That's cool. Good luck. This has been Kate Ilyasheva, and now back to the studio.
With the majority of their schedule behind them, the boys bowling team has posted a record of 6 wins and 6 losses. The team recently competed in the Midwinter Classic, where they placed 26 out of 46 teams. Senior Markel Harrison led the team with a 6-11 series and a high game of 225. When asked about the rest of the season, Coach Mason told me that his team is bowling the best they've bowled all season. He also noted that he hopes to see some surprising results in upcoming tournaments. Upcoming on the team's schedule is the Union County Championships this coming Monday and the State Sectional Championships on February 8th. With the Union County Championships right around the corner, the boys' swimming team is looking to do more than just making their presence felt at the Dunn Center in Elizabeth. For more on this story, let's go on location.
Hi, this is Nicole Diaria reporting for 34 News, and I'm here with a member of the boys' varsity swimming team. What's your name?
Jason Thompson.
And how have you done this season so far?
We've done pretty good.
Okay, good job. And when's your next meet?
Our next meet is today, actually. We're doing East Side.
Okay, and what do you hope for during this meet?
I hope to just come out strong and win.
Okay, good job. And who has been the most valuable player to your team?
That would probably be Rico, because he's had the best team spirit out of everyone.
Okay, well, good luck with your meet today, and now back to the studio.
I'm Rocco Lowe, and that's This Week's Sports. Now back to Eileen and Julie with more hard news.
Let's check out weather with meteorologist Matt.
Hi, this is meteorologist Matt, and I'm here with your weekend weather. On Friday, there will be a wintry mix with a high of 38 and a low of 30. On Saturday, there will be rain and ice with a high of 38 and a low of 27. On Sunday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 40 and a low of 26. This has been meteorologist Matt with your weekend weather. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Matt. That wraps it up for this edition of 34 News Update.
See you next week.